What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Alright, so before I get into this video, I want to give a shout out to the brother JD for the $5 donation via the Cash App. He leaves a note saying, "Peace, bro. Thoughts on Bud Light Vice President leave of absence." I much prefer talking about that on the Patreon. There are certain topics I avoid on YouTube. You know, YouTube has changed a lot over the past several years, cracking down on what we can say and what we can talk about. So that's definitely a Patreon video. For those of you who are interested in the Patreon, it's only $2 per month. I think it's well worth it because over there we can say and talk about anything, say anything we want to talk about anything we want to talk about. I do take requests. So you can message me on the Patreon, message me over here, and I do videos over there. If you're wondering how it works, I make audio recordings. Basically kind of similar to how it is over here. And it's already a lot of content over there already, 650 videos, something around that figure. And it's 300 and something strong over there. So much respect to all of you who signed up over there. Let's get to this video. So, today was Game 4 between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets. Alright? Now, of course, Philly was without Joel Embiid. He got hurt in Game 3. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Tobias Harris, who has been surprisingly strong for the Philadelphia 76ers, perhaps has been their best player. Maybe has been their best player so far in these young playoffs. Came out with 25 points and 12 rebounds. And the Sixers beat the Brooklyn Nets 96-88 to complete a sweep and become the first team to reach the second round of playoffs this playoff season. This is the first, at least first 4-game sweep. I don't know if it's the first sweep overall, but it's the first 4-game sweep for the Philadelphia 76ers since they swept the Milwaukee Bucks back in 1985. That's the days of Dr. J and young Chuck and Andrew Toney, Mark Alvarone, Bobby Jones, Mo Malone, Mo Cheeks. That's going back. James Harden had the 17 points, 8 rebounds, 11 assists. And this team will wait for the winner of Celtics and Atlanta Hawks to determine who they'll play in the semifinals. Currently, of course, Boston has a 2-1 lead. And because the next series won't start for a week, this will give Joel Embiid time to recover before he'll be able to play again. So this is big. See, at least with the Philadelphia 76ers, with with Joel Embiid being hurt, they were up 3-1. 3-0. So they took care of business. This gives Joel Embiid time to rest and be ready. So even though I'm like, here we go again with Joel Embiid, thankfully for him, this time he has a squad around him. He has guys who can get it done when he's not going. Ben Simmons couldn't handle that role. Last year, James Harden was not reliable. This year, James Harden is in better shape. He's knocked off about 25 pounds. We see Tobias Harris playing better, more aggressive than before. Tyrese Maxey has advanced even further as a player. So now he has a team around him that can take up the slack when he's not playing well. So this is what makes the Sixers a danger this time. The Sixers turned up their defense without Joel Embiid, and they had a stretch in the third quarter where they went on a 21-4 run, and Tyrese Maxey finished with 16 points, did not shoot the ball well. Neither did James Harden, but it didn't matter. Paul Reed playing center in place of Embiid, 10 points and 15 rebounds. Spencer Dinwiddie had 20 points, and Nick Claxton had 19 and 12 for the Brooklyn Nets. Just checking out some stuff here. Cam Johnson, 11 points, 10 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 17 points, 5 rebounds, but only 6 of 18 shooting. Another bad shooting night for Mikal Bridges. Spencer Dinwiddie, as I said, 20 points. Brooklyn just didn't have enough offense. That's one thing. Brooklyn didn't have enough offense. They're a starless team that have been coached very well by Jacques Vaughn. Jacques Vaughn has proven, I think without a doubt, that he's a much better coach than Steve Nash could ever dream of being. But still, not having enough talent around was too much. And this is a bad footnote, but with this loss, the Brooklyn Nets have now lost 10 consecutive playoff games, going all the way back to that series, that infamous series between the Bucks and the Nets. Remember when the Nets had that 3-2 lead, Game 5, when I think Durant had like 48 points or something like that? Well, that's the last time that the Brooklyn Nets have won a playoff game. As we all know, the Bucks went on to win Game 6 and Game 7 of that series. They got swept last year by the Boston Celtics in the first round, and now they get swept again by the Philadelphia 76ers. So, Boston, I mean, look, do I feel sorry for Jacques Vaughn? I like him. I think he's a good coach. But you know what? Considering the owner of this franchise, it's much deserved by him. He's an asshole, in my opinion. If you do some research about the owner of the Brooklyn Nets, you'll see some very insidious things that he's involved in. That's all I'll say about that. Just look east, real east to China, and you'll see what I'm talking about. What he funnels money to and finances. Despicable human being. But anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Tell me what you guys think.